What's going on, everybody? Ben back, the Lone Rager, again for another episode of the Evening Rager podcast. Today, I'm joined by my buddy Walt, the cool guitar guy on YouTube. Bud, how are you doing today?
How are you doing? I'm doing great.
I'm
Uh,
fucking tired, bro.
yeah, me too. You just woke up and it's like evening for me, so we're equal.
How late is it? It's like 7 hours later, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
six
6-ish,
thirty.
almost 7.
Yeah,
6:30.
6:40.
Wow.
Six
This is
forty.
actually
Yeah,
like one of the earlier times that we've recorded something, because usually it's like
yeah,
around like 1 o'clock my time, and it's like usually like 8-9 your time. So wow, okay, sweet.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you got some good chillaxing going on, man. So
yeah, yeah.
how's everything been over there?
It's been, it's getting colder outside. I gotta say, I hate the fucking cold. I'm
I
such
hate
a
it too.
non-Finnish person.
The most non-Finnish Finnish person to live in
Yeah.
Finland.
I
That is
just like I
nuts.
fucking it's funny because I hate the cold, but I also hate the fucking
The
heat.
sweltering
So,
heat as well.
so I'm just like middle of the road.
There's some places here in the States I feel like you would really enjoy then. Like I feel like you'd
Yeah,
really enjoy like Oklahoma, where it gets a little hot, but at the same time, like it's really, really well rounded all year, and they don't really get snow down there
yeah,
because like, where they are in the country. But up here, up north,
yeah.
in Massachusetts, we get all four fucking seasons. So like we get hammered some years
And the
with like
thing is,
18
I
inches of
have to
snow.
walk to school. So luckily I don't live too far, but it's still
How far is
waking
the
up,
trek?
waking up at like 7,
Okay.
and you have school at 8. So I usually leave at like 7:30.
You are ballsy to wake
Yeah,
up at 7 and then leave to school a half hour. Yeah, you're ballsy, bro. I need more time.
yeah. Yeah, it's usually just like stock up the coffee machine before you go to bed, and then you just like slug down like 8 of these,
Hey, oh, dude,
and
I'm
then you
digging that.
go.
I'm digging the fucking Motorhead mug,
Yeah,
dude. Digging it, man.
fucking love this mug.
Hell fucking yeah, man. But yeah, dude, you're ballsy. You're daring as shit for
Yeah,
that because I have this
I'm just like
weird
usually
process.
tired as fuck when I wake. Well, when I'm walking to school, but it's like it wakes you up because it's fucking cold.
Oh, dude, I completely get it. I completely remember every,
Yeah,
New England morning at 6 in the morning. I'd have to be at my bus stop for 6:30 in the morning. I'd have to be up at
yeah,
like 5:30. Because back in the day, in middle school, I did this thing where, I would straighten my hair like every other emo kid. So I needed more time to shower, blow dry my hair, straighten it, make sure it looked good, and then be out the door by 6:30. So I'd wake up at 5 to make sure I had
I actually
processed.
tried straightening my hair because I have curly hair.
Yeah.
Naturally curly. Didn't work for me. You know.
If I didn't, when I was younger, I had like a bowl cut. So it was
Yeah,
just really weird looking. So I had to. And like, it was obviously a fashion statement. I would always claim it really wasn't. And it wasn't a phase, obviously. And it's
yeah.
definitely a phase because, as you can tell, I'm
It's
bald as
not a
shit now.
face, mom.
I'm bald as shit now. So it's fucking hilarious to know how well that aged. It aged like fucking
Yeah.
milk. Um, but yeah, man, like it's gnarly because it's like really snowy there, like consistently, right? Like it's like snow is like
Yeah.
a regular thing, right? Where
Yeah,
you
it
are, right?
is. It starts like really early in the seasons, and
Yeah,
it
could
just
not
drags
be.
on.
Yeah, dude,
There's
could not
there's
be me.
like there's like the full spring because like when the first snow melts, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, spring is here. And then
Fuck
then the
yeah.
next and then the next week it fucking rains snow like.
Yeah, man. Like my process every morning compared to middle school, like, middle school was waking up, showering, fucking loathe for like 25 minutes, straighten my hair. But
Yeah,
like now, if I wake up every morning before I go anywhere, I have to get some kind of moderate exercise in. Like I have to get
yeah,
some kind of caffeine in my system now because I used to be able to raw dog it when I was younger. Now I actually
yeah.
have to have some kind of caffeine in my system or I'm not functioning and I'm just going to be a complete asshole for the
Yeah,
rest of the
I'm the
day.
same, man. I'm the fucking same. If I don't have my morning cup of Joe, actually 8 of my morning cup of Joes, I'm pissed
See,
throughout the day.
what I hate about getting older is the fact
Yeah.
you feel it. Like, dude, after 20, once I hit 25, like every time I drink a cup of coffee, I have to shit immediately. Like immediately, like
Yeah.
it just goes
I'm the
right through
same,
me.
even though I'm like 21 and I still have that.
Dude, but like it sits heavy and then if I can't shit, dude, it just sits heavy and then I feel fucking sick for however long,
This
dude.
this
So,
might be too much information, but one morning I actually nearly shat my pants before I went to
dude,
school
this
on
is
the walk.
It's called the Evening Rager for a fucking reason, man, dude. This is what we talk about. This is what we
Yeah.
do. This is about raging conversations.
Too
This is
much
what we
information
do.
for Samuel, but I don't give a fuck.
Dude,
So,
18 and up, bro. That's the only people that are for this channel, man. Is like,
yeah.
parental guidance and all on all that shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, man, like I can't even do certain things anymore. Like I can't eat certain things anymore, or else I feel it. Like I feel the repercussions every time I decide to take one bite of ice cream now. Like I
Yeah.
feel everything. It's like, do you want to be shitting for the next 3 hours? And I'm like, no, but bet I'm gonna do it anyways. Like it's so crazy and
Oh,
bizarre.
yeah.
Like thinking about it now, it's like I have to be. Well, I don't have to be, but like my mind says I have to be on a better diet than I used to
Yeah.
be, or else I will die. Like I will die. Like it's to the point where I have like such like I was already born with like kind of fucked up intestines as it is. Like I needed like a special
Yeah.
formula growing up when I was a kid, and it just kind of stayed throughout my life where I just have really bad intestinal issues. So if I do a certain thing out of pocket, like if I eat something just slightly off, dude, I could be bedridden all day. Like I'm not going anywhere. Like I'm the fucking like everybody needs to focus on me. My fucking life sucks. Like it's bad, dude. So it's like getting
Yeah.
older really sucks. It really does because it ruins everything. Like I used to be able to put away like 5 hot pockets in one sitting. If I put away one, dude, I could possibly be on the toilet for an hour. Like it is nuts, bro. One hot pocket compared to the 5 I used to body, and I would just finish
Yeah.
it with a burp. That's it. Now I'm just like, it's crazy.
How are you with alcohol nowadays? I'm
How am I with
curious.
alcohol nowadays? All right,
Yeah.
so it's funny that you asked that because I literally just drank not too long ago, and it
Okay.
did not go well. So me and my girl, we had this thing where like it's not even like an annual thing. Like we don't plan for it. It just works out this way where we sit in our kitchen and we're cranking tunes and we have a mighty idea after we get done cooking and eating dinner. Like, hey, do you want to just have a couple drinks and just listen to music and shoot the shit? It never fucking ends that way. It's no, let's sit in this kitchen, hate each other, and drink the whole fucking bottle before we do anything else. Bro,
Uh,
and I already fucking smoke weed like it's nothing. Like I already smoke weed like
Yeah.
it's nothing. Like a lot of people do, and it's legal here where I am, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's a oh my god frowned upon thing. So I do this thing where I like to drink a lot, and when I drink a lot, and here's the thing, I can handle my liquor.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't handle both at the same time. So
Understandable.
but 90% of the time I can. There's just an off chance where I can't, and usually it's when
Yeah.
I put a big space in between drinking and think that I'm still fucking gung ho. I can take the whole fucking army by my damn self. So yeah, we took some shots and we played this shot tic-tac-toe game that we have. Like you played
Okay.
tic-tac-toe before, obviously, right?
Yeah, I played.
So
Yeah.
we have this thing where they're like little shot glasses, and we had to like play it. And
Oh no.
for whatever reason, I just happened to suck a hellacious amount of dick that night, and I just would continuously lose. And every time we lose a round, you have to take a shot.
Yeah.
I
I've definitely
lost.
had worse things. I played not too long ago. I played a driving school sim and did like a drinking game with it. So if I crashed the car, I would have to take a shot. And I was
That's fucking awesome.
7 shots in of bourbon in 2 hours.
Bro, honestly,
And I was fucking god. There's fucking clips of that shit.
that sounds so fucking fun now. Like you genuinely kind of make me want to pick up a bottle of JD and take Need for Speed for a ride. Like you really think you're really making me
Yeah.
conscious because like
The thing
I
is,
would never
the
drink
game
and
is
drive.
impossible. The game is impossible to get through sober. So what the hell was I thinking?
I feel like, but here's the thing: when you start drinking, you get the confidence, like, yeah, fuck this. I don't know why it's so
Yeah.
fucking hard. I could do this. And then there's always a time where you genuinely prove that, where you're like, damn, I'm so much better when I'm drunk. So then when you go
It's
to
the
play
first
again,
30 minutes is fine,
yeah, and then you go to flex it in front of people, like, yeah, check this shit out, and you're fucking crashing shit. All the shit you do in private just does not happen in front of everybody. So
Yeah.
it's like you wonder, was I just really drunk thinking I'm just flying through this? But in reality, I'm hitting everything, but I think it's as perfect as it really is, but it's not.
It's like 7 shots in the ending clip, the last clip that there is of the stream is
Yeah.
me doing a U-turn and crashing into a pole. And drunkenly in Finnish, I go, "How many is that? 1, 2, 3."
All right, not bad. Not bad.
I just couldn't see it like, so I had to like point and count. So I was just like fucked.
So to finish that story about like the tic-tac-toe game,
Yeah.
so I got really fucking hammered. Like it was like I was maybe a pinch away from being blackout drunk. Like I was like a pinch away. Like
Okay.
maybe one more sip and that would have done it. Like I would have been solidly gone. So and my girl doesn't really smoke like that, but
Yeah.
she does like take edibles like gummies and shit, and so she'll get pretty lit too. But for whatever reason, she's built like a fucking tank. Like she's really
Okay.
built like a fucking tank and can handle like a shit ton of shit at the same time. Like the first time we ever experimented like with acid,
Yeah.
we fucking did a tab of acid. We eventually took shrooms. She was sipping on her wine at the same time and also smoked a blunt with me. So and took an
Oh.
edible. She was able to handle all that while meanwhile I did half of that and I'm like spiraling in the bathroom crying because
Yeah.
like the darkness is too bright. Like it's fucking nuts, bro. Like so, you know, she's
The
fine clearly
darkness
this
is
night.
too bright.
That's what I'm
I
saying, dude.
love
That's how it's
that.
bad. That it was bad, dude. Like I was begging for like mercy. Like I was hoping that I could find a god somewhere to just strip me clean of all my sin at that precise moment because I was spiraling, my guy.
It's like
But
I can hear colors, you know.
dude, I could hear taste.
Oh.
I could tell you what taste sounds like.
Oh.
Like it was bad, dude. But
Yeah.
that night we were drinking. Clearly she was fine because again, she's built different.
Yeah.
I'm okay-ish. Like I'm definitely like sitting heavy. I'm definitely like you know, like and she's over here all sitting pretty just like
Tis but a scratch.
yeah, literally. It's like a scratch, you know, but like over here I feel like I just got fucking annihilated by a tank and she's completely fine. We're playing Fortnite now, and mind you, Fortnite
Yeah.
can get very fast like in terms of like motion
Yeah.
sensors.
Yeah.
I forget that this is weed half the time. And sometimes I'll grab the wrong vape and I'll start hitting it, and then all of a sudden I'm violently high in the middle of a fucking Walmart at 5 a.m. But yeah, so I started hitting this, and
Yeah.
yeah, I immediately like I'm trying to kill shit, and I realize everything is spinning now. Like everything is spinning.
Yeah.
I'm taking my eyes off the screen, and it's still fucking moving. I'm like, I gotta take a shit. So I fucking abruptly just put my controller down mid match, went to the bathroom, closed the door, and I sit down to take a shit. And I genuinely had to take a shit, but subconsciously, like I know I'm not good,
Yeah.
but like I'm not thinking about it. So like I'm on the toilet and I'm like about to finally take a shit. Uh-oh. I feel it start to come up, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
like without thinking, I'm like, I'm not gonna get off the toilet because I'm literally gonna shit in like 2 seconds. Like I'm literally gonna I'm literally gonna shit in like 2 seconds. So I grab the fucking trash can and simultaneously release in both ends. And I'm just like, and I'm thinking at this point nothing of it. Like I'm just like, huh. This turned out really bad. I was like, this could have been
Oh, that
really
was
fucking
weird. Let's go.
I think like, yeah, like I was just like because I'm built so different. I feel like I've put myself in a lot of weird scenarios where like I'm really fucked up,
Yeah.
but this is like the bottom of the totem pole now compared to like all the shit that I've seen and like when I'm like spiraling off of fucking acid and shrooms, which by the way I don't do either of anymore
Yeah.
because of those fucking situations. You know, like it's bottom of the totem pole now for me. So I think nothing of it. Like I'm clearly I'm fucking drunk as shit and I can't handle myself, but like my conscience is still there being like, yeah, you're an asshole, you're fucking stupid, but you're okay. You're gonna
Yeah.
live, you know. And it's funny because like I remember nothing. Like like remember puking in the trash can, and then I remember waking up in my bed
Yeah.
the next morning with the light just coming in, and I'm just like, and I feel okay at this moment. Like I don't realize that I'm like super hungover, and I just like wake up, and I'm
Yeah.
like, huh. I'm like, how did I get here? What happened last night? And she's just fucking like out cold. Like she feels it the following morning where I don't. I feel it the night of. So she's just like, fucking, I feel kind of like a new person. I'm just like, what fucking happened last night? And I remember nothing. And then I'm reminded very harshly of what happened when I look over my bedside and the trash can's right there, almost full to the brim of my puke.
Well.
Yeah, and I remember nothing. So yeah, that so to answer your question, if it's just alcohol,
Yeah.
I'm fine for now.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Okay.
fine. But if I mix anything, I'm not okay.
Yeah, I've never
blacked
done
out.
anything except for alcohol. You know, weed isn't legal in Finland, at least not as of now.
Well,
You know, they're
shit, we got
trying
to
to
get you out to the
legalize
States.
it. Yeah.
We got to get you out to the States, boy.
Yeah, I gotta get to the States to have some
Bro,
have
I'm
some
telling you this,
blunts.
the guys that are stressed out about and like want weed to be illegal are usually the guys that really need to smoke weed.
Yeah,
Guys that really need to. And I've noticed that. And I've also noticed those people actually smoke weed, and then ironically enough, they're so much of a better person to be around after. Like they're so much better of a person. Like, yeah, I smoke weed. How you doing, man?
and
Hey,
there's
sorry about my behavior.
also the appeal of weed hasn't never been appealing to me. It's like I don't like smoking anything, so I'm probably gonna be more of an edible guy, anyways.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
yeah, and like there's so many health benefits to it. Like again, a lot of people,
yeah,
will go on this spiel, and I'm not going to, but there's a lot of health benefits to it, and it definitely helps in terms of sleep, especially if you
yeah,
have like wild fucking insomnia, like me, for example. Like I already naturally have a lot of trouble sleeping as it is, and it helps entirely. Like I
yeah,
can't do edibles because I smoke too much weed, so my tolerance is like way
yeah,
up there. Like I could what would take you to get annihilated, which is probably like two puffs, like two
yeah.
small puffs would probably get you straight for a few hours. And you would be like, because I remember the first time I ever smoked weed, and my God, it was like glue. It was like a fly trap. Like I was just like accepting the ground, and that was it.
Yeah,
Like it was bad. I melted like fucking ice cream. So what would take you would probably barely tickle me. And
yeah,
I would, on average, of some decent on some decent weed, on average, it takes me about to really be like, I can't go anywhere, I can't be out in public, y'all can't look at me right now, is around like the 4 blunt mark,
yeah.
which sounds
Okay.
like a lot because typically, it is a lot. Like it is genuinely a large sitting of weed. Usually, it takes
Yeah.
a person like a half a blunt to be like, "Whoa, dude," and it takes me like 4. So like, like where people can hold their alcohol, I can outsmoke any
Yeah.
motherfucker in the room confidently,
Yeah, I'm
confidently.
pretty good with alcohol nowadays because I've moved on to just to save money. I've actually went into just buying a bourbon or a whiskey or something like that and just drinking that with like mixed drinks.
Dude, it takes so much less to feel it, and then beer, which sits heavy,
Yeah,
you have to drink a lot of it to feel anything.
yeah,
You're pissing constantly.
yeah. That is one thing. Yeah, you're constantly going to the bathroom.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like you're
Yeah.
constantly just draining, so it's just like it's not fun. But with liquor, 3 shots, and you're just like, fuck, like you just cleared a 12 rack to yourself. And you're just like,
Yeah, I
yeah, let's
can't do
fucking go.
shots of whiskey anymore because of the drinking game I mentioned. Because like after that, I was like
Hey,
seven
did Walt
shots in,
pass
and
out? Nah, he died.
no, I was just like, turn off the stream. Immediately went into bed. Bucket next to me, right here. I'm laying on my, just like laying on my side and just passing out. And then at 3 a.m. I wake up and I'm just like, I need to do something. What do I need to do? Oh yeah, bathroom.
Yeah, I'm yeah, I'm telling you this right now. Like, this is so far fetched because again, you're all the way out in fucking Finland.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you this right now. I'm making it a life goal to have you, me, and Dave in the same room, and we're partying for one night. Like all of us are
definitely,
partying for one night. Like I don't care that
definitely.
I don't do this, and that. No,
Yeah,
tonight you do. Like tonight you smoke weed and tonight you drink.
yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
else is on the table, but those two things. It's
yeah,
gonna be a life goal now. Like we need to
yeah,
get together and do that because that sounds like a hell of a time. And yes, I would film the
yeah.
whole thing. I would
Yeah, I
film the
would
whole
probably
thing.
film the whole thing, just like going to the States and stuff.
First time in the States, and this is the outcome. Enjoy.
It's like coming straight from the airport. Okay, now we need to party.
It'd be so crazy because it's like I talk to Dave pretty regularly. I talk to you pretty regularly. So it's
Yeah,
just like I'm used to seeing you guys and talking to you. So
yeah,
seeing like footage of all of us in person would be fucking wild. Like that would be fucking wild,
we'd
man.
have a
And
blast. Dave is a good dude.
absolutely, and that's another dude. That's another episode I do want to film eventually. Is all
Yeah.
three of us. Like I genuinely want to have a sit down, and I'll even be just the fucking mediator while you guys are
Yeah.
talking, just while you guys are going on memory lane. I'll just be like,
I haven't actually caught up with Dave in a long time, like face to
really?
face, just chatting. I've messaged him and he's messaged me. He sent
Yeah.
their latest single to me, he usually does beforehand, and I sent
Hell
my
yeah.
songs to him. Stuff
Hell
like that.
fucking
But
yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
the new single's pretty ripping, man. It's pretty ripping.
yeah,
I'm
it
stoked for
is.
everybody to see it on Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'm stoked for it as well. You know.
yeah, dude, I'm really stoked to do something, the three of us, because I met you through Dave, but actually, technically,
Yeah.
I met you guys both roughly around the same
Yeah,
time because I had
technically,
react.
met you through Dave because I was watching, apparitions
Mhm.
reactions
And
to
then
see what the other people thought about it.
mhm. And then
Yeah,
I ironically had been watching Dave's reactions for like a
yeah,
couple years at that point now, and I had no fucking clue who the hell it was that had messaged me to
yeah.
react to their song. And then I'm like, like I saw
Oh
this, and I was just
shit.
like,
Yeah,
I had my fucking Leo DiCaprio moment where he's just like with the beer and the fucking recliner, just pointing at
I,
the TV. Yeah, that's literally it. Like I was just like
yeah,
fangirl
yeah,
moment immediately, and I was still very new in the reaction field, so like it's weird.
yeah,
It's not as weird now for me seeing like my name next to a bunch of like these reactors, like
yeah,
Alex Hefner, Nick Nocturnal, fucking
yeah,
Metal
yeah,
Burb, Chandler Burton. Chandler Burton is another one of the you and Dave's like
yeah,
reactor friends that I've really gotten really close with lately.
yeah,
Um, super phenomenal dude, and that's another dude you could definitely hit up to like check out your things
yeah.
and vice versa. Like again, shout out
Yeah,
to Chandler
I might.
Burton.
I actually have not hit him up. I
You
know of him,
should.
but
You definitely should. He is a phenomenal guy. He's really open. He's down to talk to you. He's down to check out anything you have.
yeah,
He's super curious about like any projects you have. He's always willing to like jump on a track for something. Like
yeah,
he's a
yeah,
really fucking I can't get over how great Chandler is, man. Like he's just a
yeah.
really welcoming dude. So I would definitely say take the opportunity. 100%,
Yeah,
man.
it's funny. Like a year ago, almost to the day, like a few like it was in February that I sent you one of my unreleased songs, right?
Yes.
Last year. Yeah, I
Yes.
believe so. Oh man, if you heard that song now, it's been sitting. It's been sitting for a while, and yeah,
Well, speaking of your songs,
yeah,
we can actually start to dive in a little bit on what you're doing, what you're
yeah.
up to. So, the last time we really got to sit down and talk about one of your singles was Rebellion. And that has actually done really well so far in terms of streaming and listens. Now, what are you up to now, man?
Well,
You can give the
Rebellion,
whole
all,
story
all
if you
these
want.
singles, yeah, all these singles starting from, I believe, Reaper was the first
Yes,
single. Yeah,
I believe so.
Reaper, Witch Hunt, Rebellion, Poltergeist, all of these four singles. Did I forget one? Hold on.
No, Poltergeist was the first one I checked out.
Yeah, yeah. No, Poltergeist isn't the one song that you checked out. It was Baba Yaga,
Baba Yaga, that's what
actually.
it was. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
I've
that's
heard
one.
of Poltergeist,
They're
though. You were talking
similar.
about
They're
it.
similar. Yeah, they're
Okay.
similar songs. Yeah, I get them mixed up sometimes. But yeah, all of those four singles. I've been working on this album since, oh god, I'd say like 2 years now.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fair.
two years. Yeah, I've been writing demos, writing songs for about 2 years, and I'm like still not done. Just like I really want to work my ass off for these songs and just like
No, of course,
keep
man.
improving.
And that's the thing about being an artist is you're always constantly evolving and you're never satisfied,
Yeah,
even if it
it's
sounds
like
perfect.
I've written some silly songs just like to amuse myself and just like personal songs for myself. There's one
Yeah, no,
song
for
about
sure.
I could send it to you and you could
Okay.
react to it. I don't
I'm
give a
down.
shit if you just release that.
I'm down.
I'm never gonna release that, but it's
Yeah, you're
the
good,
track
bro.
is called Mosquitoes. I wrote
Mosquitoes,
it
oh, of
in
course, the one thing I'm allergic to.
yeah. I wrote it in the summer when there's a lot of mosquitoes in Finland, and I was just I can't remember the lyrics, but it's just like I hate mosquitoes or something like that.
It's like Hulk with the stairs.
Yeah, it's
The
just like
fucking stairs.
fucking so on the nose, so fucking stupid, but I just like had to let that out because I was so fucking pissed.
This
I kept
mosquito
going
just
outside
pissed
and
me off
I
so
kept,
bad. I had to write a
yeah,
song.
I was doing this constantly, just fuck this fucking fuck. I fucking hate summer.
No, facts, dude. Again, it just with summer comes a lot of those and
Yeah,
ticks, mosquitoes,
yeah.
horse flies, all that bullshit.
But yeah, I've also written like some personal songs, just like something that
Mhm.
I'm never gonna release, but something I need to let out. Music is a way to let out all those stuff that's going on in here.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
So
man.
I've written like I'd say an album's worth of like personal songs that I'm never gonna release.
That's fucking unfortunate, man.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate. And
yeah,
now,
it's
is it
just
like
yeah.
the way it sounds, or is it just like, is it too personal to really let anybody
It's too
know?
personal. Yeah, it's just I experiment with sounds a lot, so some of
Okay.
the personal songs are not in the style of rock or metal.
No, and
They're just like
that's okay. Like, you wouldn't look at me and think, "Hey, man, this guy listens to has a
yeah,
shit ton of fucking country on his phone," but I do.
yeah. I'm on an all over kind of guy. I listen to pretty much anything.
You should hear the fucking remix I found this morning that I've been absolutely fucking jamming to this entire time. So
Yeah,
yeah, no, it's yeah, I got you, man.
but yeah, it's like I've been writing over the past 2 years, and there's like been so many good candidates for like the album, but I like to sit on songs and
Yeah,
I reflect on them, and just like kind of forget about them, so they're
yeah,
new
no,
to
I
me.
got you, man.
And then I just look back and I'm just like, I can do better. And then those songs get like pushed aside somewhere,
They get lost in the
forgotten.
shuffle.
Yeah. So there's been like full songs with lyrics that I've just like put
That's just
aside
stewing on the
and
back burner.
yeah, stewing in the back burner for like a year now.
I
And
got you.
yeah, I think I'm like 7 songs in, 7 songs that I'm happy about, that
And
I'm
like an
like
album
sure
is
that,
roughly like 12 to 13, like with like
yeah,
kind of bonus songs, right?
yeah, bonus songs I think are gonna be like 12.
Okay.
I like to keep them short, like 10 or
Like a
11,
10 out,
something like
like a
that.
10, 11. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's actually right because I think Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge was like 11 songs.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. 10 to 11 songs is like a good album length for me, and
especially with like the duration of like the songs themselves. So
yeah, they're gonna be like 3 to 4 minutes. I've
so you're looking at like
experimented with longer songs,
so like a 36 to like 45-minute album kind of.
something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
I
That sounds about
I
right.
bet like 45 to 50 minutes, something like that, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So I'm like sitting on 7 songs, including the 4 singles that I'm
That
just
is
like
nuts,
really
man.
happy with. 7 songs that I'm really happy with, and then a bunch of demos that I need to finish. And I'm working on getting those finished. As the mood hits. I don't like to force myself to work with music. I
No,
just
of
like sit
course.
on them. I just like sit on them. Like I'll do like an hour of guitar riffs on a song, and then I'll just like call it a day.
And then you'll just not touch it for forever, and then you'll go back to
Yeah,
it later on and be like, "Oh shit," and work on it a little bit, and then it'll
yeah,
just get lost in the shuffle.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
Exactly.
definitely how it is with any artist because again, in real life, I'm an aspiring tattoo artist as well. So I
Yeah,
have a bunch of artwork that has been sitting for years that are great pieces of art to a lot of other people, but with me, it's like
yeah.
to me it's not worth touching right now because I'm going to get frustrated at some point and I don't want
I
to get
think there's
frustrated
like
because it's my passion.
yeah. If I remember correctly, like for my first album, if you can call that the first album, I've made like instrumentals before, but nothing that I've released like on Spotify. So
Yeah.
Lost and Found, my first album that I released on Spotify and all the streaming platforms, there were like I'd say a rough about 5 songs that never made it to the freaking album.
Okay.
I was just like not happy with them. They're probably sitting on a hard drive somewhere, but
I
you
got
know,
you. Now, so you had mentioned that you had just joined a new project. You
yeah,
joined a band that is was a band that existed with members, but now is a
yeah,
complete new clean slate, like we were talking about
yeah.
before we hit the
It's
record
the
button.
same guys, but as
Okay,
clean slate.
so with that knowledge, are we
Yeah.
going to see any of your songs that you wrote in the finished fruition of how you think it's going to sound? Are we going to
Um,
see any of that on in this new
I
project,
mean,
or are
we're
you just going
probably gonna
clean
work
slate?
on just like getting some songs like Reaper playing live. Maybe
Okay,
Poltergeist. Throw
see
in
how
a
people
couple of
receive it.
mine. Yeah, throw in a couple of mine and see how my genres. Because like we haven't even decided what the genre of the band is gonna be.
Okay, so it's still very early on in the
Very new,
process.
very
Okay.
new. It's like we've been brewing on this for like months now, and just like
So I'm
uh,
assuming
we've yeah, we've practiced like my songs and then just like random covers, but we're not gonna be a cover band. So
no, it's just to get like a feel of like
yeah,
chemistry and sound. And
yeah,
so I'm assuming a lot of these guys, and like you said, they're, older guys that are, you're
yeah,
the youngest one in the band. Now,
yeah.
are some of these guys with this new, reformed version of this new clean slate that they're doing, are they wanting to test new sounds that they haven't yet that they want to put
Yeah, that is
on?
one thing that we talked about because I was, for all the viewers watching, I was supposed to be the singer for a band called The Contagion,
Yes.
which is a death metal band. They had like a lot of death metal songs.
Ooh. Bunch
And
of fucking.
I'm not like a death metal vocalist or anything, but they wanted to see where that goes. And then
Got you.
I was just like not feeling the songs as much, like when they played them to me, and then they were like just like maybe we should just like start on a clean slate and just start working on songs together, and see where that goes.
Yeah. Now the
So
problem with
that's yeah,
death metal is it's very like one dimensional. So
yeah,
it can be very noisy at times, and it's very
yeah,
hard to write lines in between that noise. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from there. But sorry,
yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
Uh, my train of thought broke up.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, brother.
I don't even know what I was gonna say,
You were
but
gonna go on the because you weren't feeling the songs. You're like, maybe we should start a clean slate, and
yeah,
you weren't feeling. You're
yeah.
not a death metal vocalist by any means.
Yeah, I'm not too hugely into the death metal scene, but I was like, if it's on, I'll listen to it. I'm just like, yeah, this is heavy. But it's not like my
It's heavy.
go-to kind of genre.
What would be
It's
your
like
go-to?
my go-to. I really like the new kind of stuff that's been coming out, like I Prevail, Falling in Reverse, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. So you're
That
more
kind of
into like the like metalcore, new metal esque like
yeah.
mixture in there.
I've always kind of been a new metal kind of guy. Yeah,
And I've always said that your vocals always reminded me of fucking Wayne Static and Edsel Dope. So I'm just like, yeah, it makes
yeah,
sense that you would want to go into that genre because it
yeah,
just sounds good on the instrumentals of it. It
yeah,
just so I would definitely 100% back you on that for sure. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But continue,
So
brother.
if I could choose what to do for like a living, it would be nothing but Linkin Park covers or some shit like that. It's like
Yes.
that is like my go-to band for whenever I just need to put something on.
Oh God, yeah, dude. Linkin
Yeah,
Park, man. Like we can talk about that too eventually,
yeah,
but yeah, like I would definitely be stoked to hear something about that. Like
yeah.
speaking of which, are you gonna start doing covers again on YouTube? I've been waiting for him,
Uh,
man. I've been waiting
I've
for him,
been
bro.
kind of working on a few covers, but I was just like between recording my own vocals for like a bajillion songs at this point, and then just like doing band stuff, my voice has been just like cutting it in and out, and I've been just like recovering from time to time.
Okay,
So just
so
between it's just also I like to go out and sing karaoke, so that hasn't been helping my vocal health. But
see, I've always wanted to do karaoke, but like I have stage
yeah,
fright, but I've also never tried it while also having the
yeah,
courage in me. So
yeah.
I've never tried it. So like that's
It's
something I'm
amazing
interested
what a
in.
couple of shots will do to you, for
So
confidence.
So now I gotta ask you, like, do you know how to like even like not like in like the extreme sense, but do you
Yeah.
know how to like master vocals kind of for like tracks?
I'd say I'm pretty good at doing my own work, but I wouldn't mix anyone else's
So
vocals
if
or
I were
songs.
so if I were to send you something,
I
like
mean, I
would
could
you
do
be able
like
to
a
tweak it?
rough mix, but
And that's
I'm
fine.
not.
I'm not
Yeah,
asking for like a master because I'm just saying if
yeah,
you're working on covers and if you were to ever want help one day or
yeah.
would ever want, a little spice, I'm open to it. I'm
I mean, I
available
definitely
to it.
have worked with people before. I've worked with Dave on a few
Oh, I
covers,
know,
but
dude.
I've
I remember
I've
those
usually
covers,
sent
bro.
I've usually sent him my stuff. I let him do the mixing, but
No, 100%.
yeah,
But yeah, like I said, man, if you ever want to collab on anything, I'm always down,
For
man. I'm
sure,
always open. Like I got time, dude. I have time. I
Yeah.
have this. I have this. So like, and I have Logic X Pro, so I can
You know,
record and send my shit
now
over.
that
So
now that we're on the topic of Linkin Park, Meteora going 20 years now,
yeah, man.
we might do some Meteora covers together.
I'm
That'd be
fucking
cool.
down. That's one of my
Yeah,
that other than
just
Hybrid
like
Theory,
do a
that is my
cover
favorite
of
album.
Faint, because I've been wanting to do a cover of Faint, but I can't rap for shit.
I see. I could do that for you. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not a rapper by any means, but I
yeah,
am a gigantic Mike Shinoda simp. So like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like for example,
I am a little bit
yeah, like that. And my favorite song off of Meteor is probably
Yeah,
one that a lot of people don't go to, but because it sounds so fucking Asian, I've just loved it,
yeah.
and it was Nobody's Listening.
Oh yeah,
Fucking amazing, dude. Just because that was like their experimental sound where they kept the
yeah,
Hybrid Theory sound, but they were going for more of like, the beats
yeah.
and like the synthesizer and like the more like
The hip hop kind of
electronic
things.
side.
Yeah,
Like it was more
yeah,
of their experimental album. Their immediate experimental album though was A Thousand Suns. Like
yeah,
that was their
yeah,
fucking. I could go on about Linkin Park all fucking day. So
yeah.
you're just like, yeah, Linkin Park. I'm like, yes, let's
Yes,
fucking
yeah.
talk about it, dude. I'm so
Yeah,
down, man.
I could go like fucking days talking about Linkin Park.
Well, let's
They've been
fucking
such
talk
a
about
huge
it.
influence for me. Yeah,
I am
such
down
a
to
huge
take a
influence.
solid chunk of time to talk anything Linkin Park influences, bro.
Yeah,
So if that's what you want to do,
yeah.
we can do that right fucking now. I am so
Because
down.
one of the reasons I got into singing was like Linkin Park and Chester
Chester
Bennington.
Bennington.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. As you could tell from my Lost reaction, which by the
yeah,
way is sitting at 14,000 views in like 6 days or something like that, which by the way for me
yeah,
is incredible, and that's technically considered, I think, mini viral,
yeah,
which is huge for me. For like I do reactions on the regular. I love doing them. I love getting absolutely fucking crunk, and to anything. Like I love
yeah,
vibing and. I never thought in a million years that we were going to be at a Linkin Park doorstep again, and
yeah,
we're hearing posthumously some my arguably my fucking hero in
yeah,
in the music industry other than Brent Smith from Shinedown. My
yeah,
hero in the music industry, I get to hear his voice again, something nobody has ever fucking heard other than obviously the band,
yeah,
which they forgot that it was even fucking anything because I guess that
yeah,
they found it.
yeah,
Um, and there's more. Apparently for the 20th
yeah.
anniversary, there's a couple more. So
There's like 7 demos or something.
yeah, 7 demos and a couple like
Yeah,
finished, polished off
yeah,
songs. So I was
yeah,
just like, please.
yeah. I'm happy. I'm a happy boy.
Yeah, like so if there were some songs that you would want to cover, what songs would you want to cover? Because now I'm curious. Now you got my gears rolling, bro.
I've done a lot of Linkin Park covers, just vocal covers. I can't even remember which ones I've done and which ones I haven't, because there's been like stuff that I've recorded but not released, like cover wise. Um, I think Faint is one of those that I haven't published anywhere.
Okay. So you'd want all right, so yeah, I would
Then there's A Thousand Songs, Blackout. That's a really heavy song. It's like, yo,
Yo! Fuck
yo,
yeah.
yeah,
Dude, yeah, I can't. I fucking. So when I first started, like the whole, because we've all done it, where we've tried to learn how to scream, especially if you're a
mm,
passionate vocalist and you're passionate about
yeah,
that music. It doesn't matter if you can sing or not. You could definitely learn the technique of a scream and of a harsh vocal. Anybody can fucking do it. As long
yeah,
as you can breathe, you can do it. Like
yeah,
there's little to no throat work in it. It's all your tongue.
yeah.
Realistically, it's all your tongue and throat work and diaphragm work.
Before I knew how to do it, I was like completely fucking up my voice. I watched like 2 videos on YouTube and I was just like, this is how you do it.
I made the mistake of doing fry screams, which I
Yeah,
thought Chester Bennington did because it was
yeah,
just it has the profound sound of a fry scream, but
yeah,
they
yeah,
are push exhales, like which
yeah.
is nuts.
It's just like something that he did was like mixing Fry with like false chords and like full chest notes.
He had like 17, like not 17. Wow, like he had like 6 like ranges in his octaves of
Yeah,
voice, like or something like that. Like that is
something crazy
fucking
like that. Yeah.
nuts. The only thing that like I would have loved to see is if he could have gone super low. Like I know he could go low, but I don't
I
know.
mean,
I
I've seen
wish.
some live versions where he goes like really low, doing growls.
And I would have loved that on a record. I would have
Yeah.
loved that on a record because like he could do it live, especially when he does like the break at the end of the
Yeah.
fucking
Break. Yeah.
just fucking break, and I'm just like, yep, give me, like yes, like I want something like that. I would have wanted something like that. I can't even say I want it anymore because unfortunately
Yeah.
we'll never get it. But
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that range, and it's really a shame that a lot of us so-called fans really tore the shit out of this man at the end of all things
Yeah.
with One More Light because that was a passion album. That was a final cry for help, and all we did was shit on him. And I
Yeah.
just
I didn't shit on it. You know,
fuck
I
no, I
wasn't.
didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy about it, but
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna shit on it. It's still fucking Linkin
Yeah.
Park, and
Yeah.
realistically, it was a beautiful album.
Yeah. It was.
Like
You know,
I can't
as
listen.
far as I saw it, and like they've always done the slower kind of side of
Yeah,
things. You know, pushing me away, and whatever. What's
heavy.
heavy, and then
I
just
don't like
like
my mind right now.
right now, stacking up
Stacking up
problems that are
problems that
so
are so
unnecessary.
unnecessary.
Yeah,
Wish that I could slow things down. I
yeah.
want to let go, but there's
Oh, but there's
comfort in the
comfort in the
panic.
panic. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and I
fucking
drive
myself crazy,
mine.
thinking everything's about me.
Holding on.
Holding on. Yeah, dude, I could go on now. Like when that
Yeah.
first song first dropped, I love how we had a little fucking sing break real quick. When that song first dropped, I wasn't
Yeah.
crazy about it. Like a lot of people, just because it was so out of left field compared to their pre-existing album, which I think was fucking um
The hunting party
the
wasn't it?
Hunting Party, which was
Yeah.
2014, and like,
Yeah.
dude, that's 3 years prior. That was like 3 because like Linkin Park was on like a 3-year cycle
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So like it was a very big step in a lot. I guess you could say a lot of people's wrong direction because with the
Yeah.
Hunting Party, they started going back to their older sound, more guitars, more rougher vocals that weren't super fucking crisp mastered in autotune.
Yeah.
Like it was like the rock sound again, which people were
Yeah.
thriving off of. Mind you, that album wasn't great. Like it wasn't a great
Yeah.
album by any means. Like it had Rebellion on it with fucking Darren Malakian and fucking
Yeah.
fucking System of a Down in general.
Yeah.
You had fucking one of my favorite songs that I actually really want to cover. I just wish this mic had I wish I had an interface for this mic because
Yeah.
I would have covered it years ago. But one of my favorite songs is Final Masquerade off that album. Is
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs just because it's such a real song.
I've been wanting to do that, but I don't have the range to do that.
I can't.
The high notes go really high for me. Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to do falsetto in between there. For
that or just do like a fucking high fry, dude. Just go with the tone of it.
Yeah, that's actually what that's what I actually did for waiting for the end because that has a ridiculously high note. Yeah, the high note I completely cheated,
dude. There's gonna be a lot of singing on this podcast specifically. There's gonna be a lot of fucking Linkin Park songs on this podcast because like now I'm brewing like
I tried so hard,
it got so
far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yep, that is literally, dude. That is the first song. You know, when I was a kid, that song scared the shit out of me just because like the do like it sounded like a horror movie, like it was the end of my life or something, and I was terrified of it. And then I got into it, as I got older, and then the first song I ever heard by Linkin Park was One Step Closer. And that was the first song I ever heard. And then I got really into Linkin Park, kind of fell off a little bit, and then got really back into them with the Meteora release. Like, so technically I didn't ever fall off. I just wasn't like, yeah, I love this band. 2003 came around, and I was just like, I fucking love this band because, you had songs like Nobody's Listening, Faint, Numb. You had fucking all of those songs on Meteora. So one of my favorite songs by Linkin Park is By Myself. And it's one of the most different songs. And again, I loved Cure for the Itch. And there's no vocals in it. It's just all it is Joe Hahn having a solo in the middle of Hybrid Theory.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking loved Cure for the Itch. Like, With You was on fucking Hybrid Theory, and I fucking loved it. So it's just like there's so many profound songs that Linkin Park, like, love them or hate them, you cannot say if you are in a metalcore or rock band nowadays, Linkin Park is in your influence somewhere. Like whether you want to admit it or not, whether you thought about it or not, it's in there. It
is in there, yeah.
it's one of those bands that is so profound and just intertwines itself naturally, you know.
Yeah.
So I have to give like a hell of amount of credit to where it's due because Chester Bennington is
I
the
mean, it's
reason why I picked up
definitely
the
a
mic.
big inspiration for me when doing vocals and stuff. You know, just doing that. You know, I've been trying to do that. You know, full chest kind of sing scream stuff, but you know, it's just fry for me.
You know what I've noticed? My
Yeah.
best vocal performances come out when I'm fucking around. Like
Yeah.
when I'm just fucking around or I'm just, you know, going to the house, I'm just like, you know, just like, and
It's
it
just
just
going
sounds
on
fucking,
full corn. Yeah.
and it just sounds fucking, fucking just start scatting. I'm just
Oh
like,
my
nah.
god, it's corn.
Like just fucking just out of nowhere. Like people are like, "What are you doing, vocal scat, dude? I thought you were trying to hock a loogie."
Yeah.
Just trying to clear the chest a little bit. I wonder if
Yeah.
Jonathan Davis ever came up with that, genuinely trying to hock a loogie. He was like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh," and then just Fieldy came out of nowhere with
He
the
was
bass.
just like,
Ooh,
he just
ooh,
got something stuck in his throat and just like,
just like, what's going on today? Just like fucking just I was like, oh, okay, that's where we're going. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Like that, I guarantee it's shit like that as to how some of
Yeah.
the greatest Korn songs were made was just at a
Yeah.
moments like that. We're just like that would sound fucking sick on a record, and it just kept doing it, and then it just became the iconic sound. So, you know,
Yeah.
when the song, I don't think it's the worst is on its way. Was it Worse is on its way? No, it was the song that was on their most recent album. But he came back with the fucking vocal scat again, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I actually made a reaction to it. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, you know, like it just.
Mm.
That's another band that is like another profound
Yeah.
influence in my arsenal is Korn. Ironically enough, Korn,
Yeah, I
Linkin
haven't
Park.
listened to a lot of them, but I've like heard like a few songs here and there.
It's crazy too because Korn and Linkin Park both hand in hand fit together because they
Yeah.
both came up at the same time. And ironically enough, in real life, they are all super good friends. I don't know if you ever
Yeah.
if you ever watched the Chester Bennington Memorial Show. Jonathan Davis did One Step Closer
Yeah, I
with
did
the
watch
two
that. Yeah.
with the two dudes from fucking Dead by Sunrise.
Yeah.
Which was Chester's other band, which was fucking
Yeah.
awesome, by the way. Like that band
Yeah.
fucking slapped. His
Yeah.
time in Stone Temple Pilots fucking slapped.
Yeah.
But the new guy that they have, Jeff Goot, he was in X Factor or America's Got Talent back in the day, and now he's the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots. So it's kind of fucking cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, Chester Bennington is again, if not arguably, one of the greatest vocalists of all time. 100%.
I'd say he's the greatest. That's
He's like, no, I would say he's
gonna be
the
for a
greatest.
bit. You know, gonna
Yeah.
be for a while. You know.
Until I find somebody else that can, you know, replace that, which there really is going to be nobody else that can
Yeah.
replace that. You know, we're just going to sit on it. We're going to sit on
Yeah.
it, man. Righteously blanket that. But, you know, speaking of all of that and influences and, you know, bands that inspired you to make the sound for what you do,
Yeah.
is there any particular song? It doesn't have to be Linkin Park, but is there any
Yeah.
particular song that is like in your playlist or one that you know that you can sing well, play well, that you is like a priority that you have to cover one day, like on like an album? Because
Let
a
me
lot of people
think
don't
for a
ask this
while.
question. A lot of
Yeah,
people
let me
don't ask
really
this
think
question.
for a while. Let me actually check
Stew on
my
it.
Spotify playlist.
Let's do that, man. Let's check your Spotify
Let
playlist.
me,
100%.
let me just check and see what I always throw on. You know, I don't think I've covered "Numb" yet by Linkin Park.
I've become so
Yeah.
numb.
I want to actually do like a full cover of that. So you know, maybe I'll release that at some point. But let's see.
Your lighting's looking fire right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Your lighting's looking super fire right now.
Yeah.
Just had to give credit where it's due.
Rob Zombie's Dracula. That's a hell of a song, you know.
Bro,
Yeah.
hold up. All right, so I know this is on a fucking podcast right now, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it anyways because fuck it. I am going to pull up the fucking remix I found this morning because that's actually the remix. Hold up,
Oh yeah. Okay.
bro.
Send me
You're going to
right away.
you are going to
I'll
fucking
I'll check it
die.
out after the show, or we can talk about it. You know.
Oh yeah.
We can
I'll
talk about
fucking
it
do that.
later. But
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. But yeah, no, that's actually ironically the fucking remix I found with a certain other song that really does not fit with it, but really does
Yeah,
fit with it, and it kind of like it's my favorite version of it now.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I definitely would love to hear a cover because again, now that you say
yeah,
Rob Zombie, I do hear remnants of that in your vocals.
yeah. A lot of people have said that, you know.
I do hear it, dude.
My
100.
friends are just like,
Fuck.
it's like, can you do a Rob Zombie cover? I'm just like, I've not listened to like, I've listened, I know the one song, you know, that's it.
Really?
Yeah, I've never delved into Rob Zombies, you know, just like stuff ever. And I
That
can't,
is
I'm kind of outing myself here, but yeah,
do yourself. All right, so
yeah,
after the show, I'm telling you this right now. We're gonna be on here for a little bit longer, and
yeah,
I'm going to introduce you to some amazing shit that you have
for
never
sure,
heard.
for
Apparently, in your
sure, yeah,
fuck yeah, you're in trouble, bro.
yeah,
You're in trouble, bro. Um, but yeah, so like, there's Dragula.
yeah.
What else is there? Is that it? Numb,
Let
obviously, by
me
Linkin Park.
check. Let me check. Then there's Foo Fighters, The Pretender. You know, that's a great song. Uh,
Really? I never took you for a Foo Fighters fan.
yeah, I love Foo Fighters. Yeah,
I would love to cover the song "Let It Die." So that actually
yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
yeah, yeah. Then there's some Slipknot in here before I forget.
Ooh.
You know,
Guitar Hero
uh,
3 days. Let's go.
yeah. And then there's Chop Suey, which I'm not gonna be able to do in a million years because I,
Wake up.
fuck-
Grab a
wake
put
up.
a little makeup.
Yeah. In case nobody would notice that English is not my first language, so just doing
It isn't?
really fast. Yeah, it
Hmm.
isn't my first language. No, it's not even my second language technically.
How many fucking languages
Just
do you know?
technically only two, but three technically.
What fucking
Because
languages? So English, Finnish, and what?
Finland has like two
Oh, it's
major
two
languages.
dialects.
Yeah, so Finnish and Swedish, which are taught in school.
Really?
I don't know a lot of Swedish, but
Okay.
you
You
know,
can get by if you visit.
not really.
Okay,
I'm
so you'd be
so out of
stranded.
practice. I'm so out of practice. It's
Got you.
just
Okay.
it's just English and Finnish.
Okay.
You know,
Now, how did you learn English? Was it through music or through school?
through school and also through just like watching TV shows and just like movies in English. Just like
Really?
YouTube, all of that shit. Just like in combination of learning that in school.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, dude. Like you're 21, right? Or
Yeah,
21. All right, so
20.
I have to say your English is actually pretty fucking phenomenal. Like I
Yeah,
will
it
say,
wasn't
dude.
a
Like
couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, I was stuttering like fucking hell.
you've been
You know, the
making a
more
lot
I
of
did it,
American friends, bro.
yeah, yeah, the more I did it, and the more I got into like talking to Dave,
Yeah.
got into live streaming and just like doing that, just from day to day. There was a moment of time where I spoke English more than I spoke Finnish on a daily basis,
Really?
and yeah,
Have you ever found your Finnish getting a little rusty because of how much English you
no,
speak?
never. It's
He's like,
just
nah,
like
it's
it's
second
as
language.
strong as ever. Yeah, as
He's like,
strong
it's
as
like
ever.
he's like second
It's
fucking
just
thing. Like it
somewhere
just
deep in
flinched.
here that's never gonna go anywhere. You know,
He's like, it's embedded in my mind. But
I
that's
could just
fucking
like
cool.
flip in the middle of sentence like voi vittu sun kanssa nyt ihan oikeasti mitä helvettiä, like that. You know, I could just like switch in between the sentences immediately. No problem.
Huh. I can see why women love accents and fucking and fucking languages because that was kind of sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
That was like
It's
pretty
kinda-
much
I was like,
most of
oh.
the Finnish curse words in between there.
In the straightest way possible.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the sexiest things I've ever seen. Just immediately just switch. I'm like,
Just Finnish cursing.
ooh, ooh, like damn, like all
You're
right,
gonna hear that a lot in casual conversation. You know,
all right. I'm
not
keeping
not
any woman I
not the
know away
shit
from
that they
you.
tell you that you're gonna hear. You know, where is the railway station? You know, stuff like that.
Where's the railway station? Go fuck yourself.
That's the one sentence you're gonna use once in your life.
That's so fucking intriguing, man. Like
Yeah,
I love like learning about it because I'm always interested that, like especially friends that
yeah,
I know that are from like out of country, which I don't have many
yeah.
of. You're actually one of like, if not the only friend that I really speak to on a more regular basis and actually like
Okay.
do keep up with quite a bit that is out of the country. Like
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of friends like that, so it's just like I love like learning how they can like learn how to communicate with me, because if you put
Yeah.
me in the opposite direction, it's not working. It's not working. Like I couldn't interview one of your friends,
Okay,
for
I can
example.
teach you like one word that you can get through basically any conversation. It's
Really?
nonin. It's
None.
nonin.
We've talked about this
Yeah,
before. We've
we've
talked
talked
about
about this
this.
before. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it could mean basically anything if you just inflect it
just
the right
depending on
way.
what tone you use, you could get yourself out of a
If you're
lot.
just like exhausted, you could like nonin. If you're just like pissed off at somebody, you could just like none. So it's just like you could inflict it
Like
in a
leave me the
million
fuck
ways.
alone, basically.
Yeah.
Just leave me the fuck alone.
So,
Oh,
or just like it
nice.
could mean just like kids, the food is ready. Not in, you know. You know, you could do that.
Dude, like I'm almost so tempted to like selfishly put everything I have into
That's
taking a trip out to
one.
Finland and then like literally
I'm
just
not
throwing
gonna.
myself to the wolves.
Yeah, I'm not gonna claim that's my original like joke. Because like there's a comedian from Finland,
Hmm.
Ismo, if you've heard of him.
Okay.
He is touring the States, I think, from time to
Really?
time. Really funny guy, and he has a comedy routine with explaining the whole like fucking word, just like
Just
in
none.
Finnish, of course. It's in Finnish, of course, but it's funny as fuck.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what. From this moment right now,
Yeah,
I'm going to start teaching myself as much Finnish as I possibly can. By
yeah.
the
Good
time
luck.
I can make a trip out, fuck you. Now it's a fuck you. Now it's a fucking challenge. Challenge accepted. Any doubt that's getting squashed right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna teach myself as much as I can. By the
yeah,
time I come out and visit at some point, whenever
yeah,
that may be, it could be next year,
yeah.
it could be years from now, it could be months from now.
All right.
I'm going to try my best to get myself around as much as possible. I'm not going to go by myself like
Yeah,
motherfucker, you're coming with me, but just
yeah.
know
Obviously.
I'm going to try to take the lead.
Yeah.
Tell me if I say something derogatory and save me from that situation if something happens, but
No, I
that is my
absolutely will not.
guarantee. All right, cool. That is my guarantee is like I will learn, but that's
I
going to be
like
like my cap.
secretly I like teach you a sentence to piss some off.
That skirt makes you look fat. That
It's
skirt
just
makes you
like,
look fat.
or is it just like something like how wrestling is gay or something?
Just nothing
That's
that is
that's
like
a fight starter for sure.
I will allow that, but
Yeah.
like my only thing is don't make me say anything or trick me into saying anything that is
Hella
like bad
offensive.
enough to put me in a fucking Finnish jail cell.
Yeah.
Like do not
I'm
do
not gonna
that.
teach you hate speech.
Yeah,
That's
don't
what
teach
I've
me
drawn the
anything
line.
hate speech.
I
Don't
like
teach me
being an
hate
ass.
speech.
I like being an ass and just like having fun on the expense of others. But you know, I'm not a complete prick. You know.
He's like, I'm not gonna like ruin your fucking life over it,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely gonna get you in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Like I will
Uh,
not like, and I will let you get me is like drunk to a point. To a point.
yeah.
Like I will allow you to get me as drunk to where I'm stumbling a little bit, but you will not allow me to have an idea and go see it
Yeah.
through because that idea
Yeah.
is likely bad. And odds are, when I told you, hey, I'm a little buzzed, I was blacked out an hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, no, do not let me do that. But I will let you take me around and like do whatever the fuck you do for fun because I'm
Yeah,
curious.
I'd love to show you around. There's not fuck all to do here, but you know, you're
You think
welcome
there's
to
fuck
stay
all to do
anytime.
here? I
I
mean,
mean,
you hang
it's
out with us, but like,
yeah,
there's not
basically
realistically
anything.
much.
Yeah, basically any place is like that. You know, there's fuck
You
all to
fuck
do.
with bowling?
A little bit, yeah,
You
but
fuck
I'm
with
more like a
pool?
yeah, I'm more a pool guy. Yeah,
Fuck yeah, man, because nobody else is. Do you like axe throwing?
I've never thrown an axe before in my life. I've chopped some
Well,
wood.
okay. Well, we have tomahawks here where we have like these
Yeah,
bars where you go and you throw
I think
axes
we
at
talked
targets.
about this, didn't we?
I
Yeah,
think we did.
yeah.
That is a must do when you come to the States. Is a must do. Is we're going to Odin's Keep. We're
Okay.
gonna fucking drop mad money and we're just gonna get absolutely fucking annihilated and throw sharp objects that were never meant to be thrown in the first place at
Okay.
targets.
Sounds like fun.
but it's shockingly something I'm good at. So I'm down.
Yeah,
That's fun. We have quite a few amusement parks here. We have a lot of live music here. Like there's a lot of like local like heavy bands that we could go check out that are in like the genre. Like there's a shit
yeah,
ton in this area. Some that you may have honestly heard of, like fucking. There was a band called Construct Paradise that was from here. Fucking.
yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of Before I Turn, but they're from Westfield, which is like 20 minutes from me. They're like another
Sounds
like metal.
familiar, but
They're another
I'm
metalcore
not
band.
sure. Yeah.
Wyatt from Apparitions is like a huge Before I Turn fan. It's like it's funny because I
Okay.
actually like saw them at one of their first shows.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I've drank with that band at some point.
Yeah.
At some point. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, there's like a lot that comes out here. So like there's a lot in that field to do out here. I just don't do it a lot. Another must do is if you are truly a friend of mine and you
Yeah.
are coming all the way from Finland to come chill, you are leaving here with a tattoo done by me.
Obviously. Yeah.
You are
You know, I've
leaving
been
here with
meaning
a
to get tattoos for like a bit now. I've been thinking about them.
No, for sure. Oh, does it
Yeah.
keep you up at night? Does it keep you dreaming?
No, nothing keeps me up at night. I just like I hit the pillow and I'm off. You know,
Bro, that was like the hardest thing you've ever told me. Like that was like one of the hardest lines you have ever delivered to me. Like, nah, nothing keeps me up at night. I'm like,
nothing keeps me up
dude,
at night. Yeah.
I need that level of confidence in my life. Like, I need that level of
Like
certainty in my life.
I
Like,
used to
nah,
be I used to be like because I come from just like in school I was the bullied kid, like
same.
the center of attention.
Mm.
So there would be times when I had like you know, nightmares. I couldn't sleep well, you know, stuff like that that
No,
bothered
of
me.
course.
But then I just like grew up and I just learned to deal with it. And then I've never let anything ruin a good night's sleep, except for alcohol. That'll
That's
ruin
the
your
one.
sleep.
That's your one
Yeah,
vice where it's just like,
yeah.
that's okay. I'll make an
But
exception.
that's also another thing. Is like if I'm you know passed out drunk, I'll just like hit the pillow and immediately go to sleep again.
Have you ever
It's
been
not
so
going to be a
drunk that you
great amount of sleep, but it's going to be sleep nonetheless.
Have you ever gone to hit the pillow and then in turn missed the pillow entirely and then hit the
Yeah,
ground and just fell asleep
yeah,
right there? Yup.
yeah.
Have you ever been
I've
so
done that.
hammered that you have absolutely looked yourself in the
I'll
fucking
tell
mirror
you,
with
I
disgust
used
and
to
yelled at yourself? Yes.
not a year ago. Okay, a year ago, I used to go to sleep sober and just like hit the
Yeah.
pillow, and then I'd wake up on the floor or half off the bed. You know, my head hanging from the bed or some shit like
Bro,
that.
you gotta give me a warning when you say some shit like that because I almost choked on this shit, dude. That is fucking hilarious, dude. You gotta give me a warning
Yeah,
when you say some shit like that, man.
yeah.
Oh my
I've also
god.
been known to sleepwalk apparently when
You
I
fucking
used to.
sleepwalk?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know if I do it now because
Sir,
you
are
know
you having a drink
I
right
live
now?
alone. No, I'm just water.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you having a drink right now and you did not invite me? What is this? It's 5 o'clock
Nah.
somewhere, so I would totally crack a beer if I had to. I would
I
totally.
have. It's a school night. Okay, I can't drink on a school night.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're in college, right? Or high
Not
school?
college. It's vocational college. Is it?
Vocational college. So is that like an in between?
That's like yeah, in between. I think. I don't know how
Now,
the school system works compared to the U.S. I'm clueless about that.
so with the U.S., technically, we start school with preschool, which is basically at like 4 or 5 years old. You start
Yeah,
kindergarten, which is like the grade before your first grade, which is around like 5, 6.
yeah,
And then middle school slash elementary school is from grades 1 to 5. After that, it's middle
yeah,
school, which is from 6 to 7th, and then no 6 to 8th, and then high school is ninth grade all the way to 12th grade, and then after that you go to
yeah.
college.
For us, it's
So
like
it's 12 years.
through kindergarten. I don't know when that is in terms of age, but I know it's young.
Yeah.
Then it's the first grade to through sixth grade, and then seventh grade through ninth grade, and then it's
Okay.
like high school or something, or a
Oh, okay.
vocational college. Yeah, either
Oh, okay.
a high school or a vocational college. I'm going as
Gotcha.
an adult student to a vocational college to study media and photography and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay. That's actually
Yeah,
a really good gig, man. That's some good
yeah,
paying money. Like, there's some schools out here called trade schools that get you
yeah,
more so ready for like a career path rather than like gets you ready for college. You
yeah.
know, like my lady, she went to. Ironically enough, about me and my girl, I've known her since I was 14 years old. I'm 27 now.
Okay.
We went to high school right next door to each other. We had two high schools directly next door. A school called SciTech, which I went to, which was a regular, school that had 4 periods and it was all academics. And then like trade, like not trades, but like languages and shit. We had Chinese
Yeah,
and all that shit. Her school was a vocational school, which was it would get you ready for a career, but also get you ready for college. So
all
one
right.
week would be all of your academics like math, science, history, all that shit. And then your following week would be what's called shop week. Shop week is
Yeah,
like, depending on what shop you go in, like for example, there's automotive where you learn how to hands-on fix cars. And then they like for
yeah.
like your field trips, you go to like an actual car shop and learn how to like do it on the job.
That's kind of sort of what I'm doing. It's not exactly
Okay.
the same. It's like we have like let's like different courses like graphic design, for example. I'm going through graphic design right now, just
Yeah.
like designing logos and stuff like that. Um, and then we go to an actual workplace for a period of time. This is like kind of like an
To
internship
get
kind
like
of
an
thing.
to get like
Yeah,
hands-on experience.
yeah. And we do that, and then we complete. I don't know what the word is in English, but there's like assignments, stuff that this is like a short film you have to do during the internship or something
It's like
like
an
that.
it's like an orientation for a job basically. So it's like you see
Yeah,
what the
basically.
job's all about and like
Yeah,
then you go and do it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that's
yeah,
that's
that's
what
cool.
I'm going through right now. I'm on my second year.
How many years do you have to do? 4 or 3?
3.
3 years. Nice, man. And
You
what's
could get
what's
away with
yours?
2, but I'm just taking it slow because I'm not the best at like just like school and stuff. I've
No,
never been the
I've never
best.
have. I never have
Yeah.
either. But man, what do your like school years look like? Like, because for example, here in
Mm,
the U.S., you start around the end of August, start of September, and then you go all the way till like the middle of June.
uh, I can't remember when. It's somewhere during the fall, like after
Yeah.
summer, and then there's like summer vacation, and then you
Okay.
start school after that, and then there's like going to New Year's, and then you have up until I think like there's 2 months left. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, 2 months left as of right now. So that'd be in January, February, March, April. Yeah,
Oh, so you're already almost done with your second year.
yeah, almost done with my second year. Yeah,
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Good shit. And then after your third year is all complete and everything, you can actually like go down for your career path and everything.
yeah, yeah. I
You
can
can
just
even
like
s- you can
apply for a
start like
job.
after your
Yeah,
second, right?
I could
Oh,
start right now. It's not like I have
yeah,
to
of
finish my
course.
degree.
So now, do you only go to school or do you work too?
I don't work at the moment. There's this lovely thing in Finland called Kela, which gives you money for if you're a student or if you have
Really?
uh, unemployment or something like that. It's like that's the reason why there's so high tax rates in Finland is because taxes pay for pretty much like everything.
Students and everything.
So
So everything
students,
comes full
healthcare,
circle.
stuff like that. Yeah, just
Oh
like
shit. So what's the tax
yeah.
rate there? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
I'd have to Google it. It's like uh,
He's like, it's like high as fuck.
again, tax rate Finland. It is the average single worker faced a net average tax rate of 30.8%. So that's
Damn.
paying for pretty much, you know, all of my living, except for
Wow.
yeah, my living, my stuff like
Cigarettes must be
uh,
fucking expensive there. Jesus Christ.
yeah, they are expensive. Yeah, they're
How much?
actually increasing the tax on that, if I'm not mistaken, increasing the price for cigarettes so less people buy them and get hooked. I believe is the idea.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
That's nuts. Jesus Christ, excuse me. That's nuts as hell, man, because like even in like places like New Zealand, like a gallon of milk is like almost $20
Yeah,
or some shit.
but it's not like a lot that I get. It's like enough to live on. It's
Mhm.
like barely enough to live on. That's actually why I have had to apply for a student loan.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm having to spend money on just like living, just like it's like the basic income that I get is like 555 euros per month.
Which is
So
like
that's
equivalent
that's
to how much in
that's
US
not a
currency?
lot.
Yeah.
It's enough to live on for a month. Hold on.
Okay.
591 US dollars.
Then that you only get 591 a month,
Yeah.
and everything's
And
expensive as
you know
shit up
my
there.
my my rent is 360 including water. So that leaves me like 200 something to live off for the rest of the month. So like food and stuff, electricity and
Jesus.
Wi-Fi and just all that stuff. So that's why I had to apply to student loan to just like kind of
Wow.
help with that. But it's not like a bad loan. It's like very zero interest, and you have like all your life basically to pay it back. It's like
Fucking
20 or
hell.
30 years or something to pay it back after you're done with your education.
That's fucking nuts, bro. Like,
Yeah.
man, I was like, damn, I'm about to move out to Finland, and then you said all that. I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, it's around here the rent is comparatively cheaper than say the capital, you know. And past a certain point, the Kela that I mentioned, it just doesn't pay you past a certain level, in
No, I
you
got you.
know benefits.
And I'm assuming like the minimum working wage for like entry level is kind of low down there too. I'm up there.
I wouldn't
I'm
know
assuming
about
too.
that yet,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
it's
that's
not like insanely high. No.
huh. I feel like I could make Finland work. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you
lie.
could.
Like I'm
It's
I'm like
it's
calculating
a
it.
it's a it's like you could make it work, but
So if I moved there with like $20,000, I would be okay.
yeah, you'd be okay for a couple of years. I think.
A couple of years,
Yeah.
to buy a couple of years would be great.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'd have to actually calculate that.
Whew.
but
God
but
damn.
yeah, 20,000 is a lot of money.
God damn, man. So at least I'd be able to like be good on an apartment for like a year and like work
Also,
everything else
you have
out in the
to.
meantime.
On top of that, I'm not only a student. I'm a musician, and gear costs a lot.
Oh God,
So
yeah, dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
I
spending just spending money on guitar stuff is expensive as well.
at least I know if
Yeah,
I ever needed to go start a new life somewhere, I can always count on Finland.
yeah. Finland is like you'd have to apply for a citizenship. I believe you'd
That's fine.
actually have to apply for that and then learn the language and stuff. But
Not unless I go off the grid, motherfucker. Unless I go off the grid, motherfucker. Hey, nobody
on
got
the
to know I
streets of
exist.
Helsinki, just begging for change.
Please,
That
sir,
is a
may I
thing.
have some more? Get out my face, you young bitch. Sorry,
No,
I had
no,
to.
they would actually say "painu helvetti," which is
I
go to
whatever
hell.
he said, you little shit.
You know,
Sorry, I can't repeat that, man. I'm sorry. So yeah, I
"painu
would be
helvetti."
fucked.
"Painu helvettiin" means go to hell. You know.
Excuse me.
That's what
Jeez.
they would say to you.
Hell yeah,
Finnish
man.
people are very rude when it comes to money.
Oh, dude,
It's like people, yeah,
abso-fucking-lutely, because there's not much of it to be had. So,
yeah.
like,
It's
in
funny.
general, like, even
It's
here, dude,
like
it's fucking
people begging
ridiculous.
for change. People begging for change is like, nah, I don't have any money to spend on you. But a friend saying that they don't have money to go out partying and
You get
drinking, and
showered.
it's like, don't worry, it's on me, bro. you know,
You know, no, it's
it's
crazy.
just the culture is so weird about money.
It's so ass backwards. It's funny because
yeah,
you said that your apartment's like, what, 360 with water
yeah,
included and shit,
360.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to know how much just rent with nothing included is and where I'm sitting right now?
Like 700 or something.
Nick, I
Am I
wish.
am I close?
We're going on almost 1,200.
Oh boy, yeah, that
Yeah,
is a lot.
almost 1,200 for just rent, nothing included. No fucking electricity, no Wi-Fi, no fucking all that shit.
Yeah,
Like with that still included car
at least the
payments.
electricity is not too expensive here.
Oh, I was gonna say here, dude, it's like $300 during the summer.
Yeah, no, it's for me it's like 20 euros a month or something for my plan. You know, this is a small apartment. I don't need a lot of
Yeah,
electricity.
bro, I'm gonna have to hit up my girl and tell her we're moving to Finland. So I'm gonna have to hit her and be like, "Hey, honey, take what you have in your bank account. Let's go. Let's just go. We'll be
Yeah,
fine. We'll be fine."
I think I'm paying like I have 5G internet, so I'm paying 40-50 euros a month, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
not terrible.
something like that. Something like that.
Not terrible, man.
Not terrible, no.
All right, man. Well, is there
Enough to
anything
live on. Enough to live on, but
as long as
not
you
any
can
fancy.
live, as long
Yeah,
as you can live, man, and you can still do the things you love to do, not struggle,
yeah.
and you're all right by the end of the day. That's all that matters.
It's not like I'm at the end of the month. It's like, do I have money to buy a carton of milk? It's not like that bad.
You're on that ramen noodles diet, aren't you?
Yeah.
Same.
No, I'm not.
Nah,
I could
I
never live
got
that
you.
like that. That would
I
depress the shit out of me.
It's like this is where I'm at now.
It's
No, I
like
got you, man.
when I start fucking eating the same food for more than 5 days, it's just like I don't enjoy life anymore.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, man. But is there anything
Yeah.
else that you want to cover?
Uh, Poltergeist came out. You know, it's been doing great. I've loved the feedback that I got from that, and yeah, more music is on the way. Probably
Yeah.
towards the end of this year, I'm probably
Okay.
gonna get something. Hopefully, it's the album. If it's not the album, it's gonna be another single. But you know,
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
All right, man.
we'll
Well,
see about that.
thank you so much for joining the show, man. Again,
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
absolutely, man. You guys can follow Walt, the cool guitar guy, on all of his socials, which will be in the description box down below. Thank you, guys, for
Hell yeah.
checking out these episodes, enjoying it. We have The Last of Us premiering on the Two Sticks and Pure Rage podcast every Monday that come out at 10 a.m. following the Sunday's airing of the episode. Be sure
Hell
to
yeah.
follow We Are Wrestling as well. Every link will be down in the description box down below, and this episode will be out within probably, honestly, earliest tomorrow. It'll be out super soon
Okay.
because now I can
Nice.
edit everything like by myself. I don't have to rely on
Yeah.
anybody else, so it's great. So yeah, be on the lookout for this right here on the Evening Rager. And like always, guys, be safe, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.
See ya.